My name is Bruce Wayne, but you know me better as Batman. Over the years, I've donned many masks and faced countless challenges, each iteration of me shaped by the circumstances of my life and the worlds I inhabit. I'm not alone in this fight. Others have carried the mantle, like Dick Grayson, Terry McGinnis, and Damian Wayne, each bringing their unique perspective and strength to the legacy of the Dark Knight. Join me as we explore 5 of these iterations, uncovering their strengths, struggles, and the relentless pursuit of justice in a world filled with darkness. Let's dive into the legacy that binds us all together. In the Knightmare timeline from Zack Snyder's Justice League, Bruce Wayne faces a dystopian future where Darkseid has conquered Earth. This hardened and battle-worn Batman leads a group of survivors, including Flash and Cyborg, in a desperate fight against Darkseid's forces. Haunted by his vision of a fallen world, Bruce is driven to prevent the dark future he witnessed. Although they ultimately defeat Darkseid with Superman's help, Superman becomes a ruthless dictator, and Bruce grapples with guilt over his failure to protect Lois Lane, which led to Superman's corruption. This Knightmare persona reflects the consequences of unchecked power and emphasizes the need for unity among heroes. The timeline culminates in Bruce's death, but Flash's time travel alters the future, erasing the Knightmare scenario. The Merciless is a dark counterpart to Wonder Woman, hailing from the dark multiverse. This version of Bruce Wayne, having succumbed to the influence of Ares, wields the God of War's powers and becomes a brutal enforcer of his will. Fueled by vengeance after the death of his Robin, he embraces violence as he seeks to conquer the world. The Merciless dons an armor reminiscent of Wonder Woman's, adorned with symbols of war, and is driven by an unyielding desire for power and control. His story is primarily explored in Dark Knight's Metal and Dark Knight's Death Metal, where he symbolizes the loss of hope and the corruption of ideals. The Merciless embodies the fear of absolute power, showcasing a Batman who has abandoned his morals in pursuit of vengeance, demonstrating the terrifying potential of a world without compassion or justice. Failsafe is a contingency plan created by Bruce Wayne to neutralize potential threats, particularly if he is ever compromised. This strategy involves a highly advanced, autonomous android programmed to operate independently and execute a range of tactics against anyone who poses a danger to Gotham or the Bat family. Failsafe is not just a physical embodiment of Batman's intelligence, but also a stark representation of his fear of failure. This plan is put into action when Bruce is believed to have killed Penguin, who faked his death, and Failsafe goes after him, showcasing its effectiveness and how far Bruce is willing to go to protect his city against any threat, even himself. The story highlights themes of trust, control, and the unintended consequences of absolute security measures, ultimately questioning the ethical implications of Batman's vigilantism. Zur-En-Arrh takes over this robot impersonating Bruce Wayne as Batman. In the Injustice universe, Bruce Wayne faces a catastrophic moral dilemma when the Joker manipulates Superman into killing Lois Lane. This tragedy drives Superman to authoritarian measures, declaring himself a god among men. Batman, witnessing the descent of his friend into tyranny, adopts a more aggressive stance, leading a resistance against Superman's regime. This version of Batman is forced to grapple with moral ambiguity, blurring the lines between heroism and vigilantism. Throughout the Injustice series, Bruce's tactics grow increasingly ruthless as he seeks to undermine Superman's regime, even using methods reminiscent of their enemies. The storyline explores themes of power, control, and the consequences of absolute authority, showcasing a Batman who is pushed to his limits in a world where justice is defined by power rather than morality. Bruce's evolution highlights the fragility of heroism when faced with loss and the desperation to protect those he loves, ultimately leading to intense confrontations with former allies and friends. In Last Night on Earth, Bruce Wayne embarks on a surreal journey through a post-apocalyptic Gotham, awakening in a world ravaged by chaos and madness. Accompanied by a head in a jar, formerly Joker, He navigates a bizarre landscape filled with remnants of heroes and villains alike. This version of Batman is a weary veteran, reflecting on his past and the choices that led to this desolate future. He confronts his own legacy, questioning the very essence of heroism and the nature of justice. The narrative blends elements of mystery and philosophical introspection, culminating in a dramatic showdown that reveals profound truths about hope and redemption. Bruce's journey in Last Night on Earth emphasizes the enduring spirit of Batman, showcasing that even in the darkest times, there is a glimmer of hope that can inspire change.